6:30. It's Tuesday night, and that means Indomitus Challenge. I'm glad that you're here, if you are in fact here. I got Jaws 2 playing in the background because I've never seen it before. It's already a tad goofy. They've already had one kill. It's been like 35 seconds in. They've already got a blonde in a bathing suit. How is the mayor still the fucking mayor after all this? What the fuck is this? So, I've got 10 intercessor assault guys, Primaris, ultramarine guys, ready to go. We're going to do weapons today. I think maybe I got to figure out how to get that camera closer because the focus is not amazing. Got all my brushes. I've got what I feel should be all the paints, although I think I need some black and red. I need some black and red, actually. I'm totally not organized for this today. It's terrible. Evil Sun Scarlet is too bright. Mephiston Red is the key. Get some Abaddon Black in here. Nope, that's Lead Belcher. Why is that one like that? These should all be like this. God. Why is it so hard to keep paint organized? Jesus. Is this? Nope, that's Null Oil, so that ain't it. Where the hell's my little bit left of Abaddon Black? I'd say Abaddon Black because that's what the English guys from Games Workshop actually call it. Anyone else in the universe would call it Abaddon. Where the fuck is it? There it is. There's not much of that left, so I may need my new container, which I still can't find. So, oops. This may be an abortion of a day. Oh, nope, there it is. Those are for some highlights as well. So, I've seen what Andrew's been doing, and I'm incredibly unhappy with myself because of that. Check him out at plastic.addicts on Instagram. Pick by Andrew on Twitter. I'm Super Macho Jedi Knight on Twitch, as you can see, and on Instagram. But Super Macho Jedi refuses to base his minis on Twitter. Yeah, okay, so it still flows a little bit. I've had to put a bit of water in there because it's getting way down. Oh my god, these kids on the screen, man, they are absolutely a product of the late 70s. It's staggering. The fucked up hair, the gigantic glasses. They're computer nerds. Oh, especially this one guy whose shirt looks like fucking pixelated camouflage. That's weird. He was way ahead of the time, huh? Alright, let's start at the beginning, huh? We got a bolt pistol. That's going to be red and lead belcher, so I'm not going to play with that. That's going to be red and lead belcher. Let's go for all the swords first. Put a decent medium brush there. Let's get my black. Let's get some paint on it. Yeah, still plenty in that pot. This is the same pot that I bought more than 18 months ago. So I don't know what people talk about when they say, oh, those GW paint pots let it go. It lets it dry out. Really? I don't fucking think so. I think you leave them open and then you blame the container. That's what I think. Or as my good friend Ford Fairlane, played by Andrew Dice Clay, would say, that's what I think. Water it down, make it thin. Is that good enough? It might be too much. But we'll start with this. So, over the weekend, you may have noticed... Oh, yeah, that's too thin. Damn it. Or it's doing the same thing as the blue does. This primer sucks. Ugh. How am I going to make a decent fucking weapon out of this? Over the weekend, we had continual competitions. I did a very long stream, I'm sure you saw, or absolutely did not see, as the case may be. Oh, that won't work. Is my head in the way? Don't bother saying, because I can't see the chat. You just gotta keep smoothing and keep layering. Ugh. What a pain in the ass. I don't think I'll ever use this primer again. I'll figure out something else. I guess that'll probably dry okay. Oh wow, it really doesn't want to take this fucking paint when it's thinned out. My God. It just collects, it pools like water. You gotta do long strokes. Man, that sucks. At least this brush is pretty decent. I mean, it's about to get retired, but it's okay. So I keep seeing more and more announcements about all kinds of new models and shit. And god damn it, they keep adding more and more Battle Sisters. Which means, being a complete fucking idiot, I have to buy them all. I mean, I'm just that kind of fucking potato head. Ugh, look at that. It just won't stick. It's got to be the primer. It's working the same way the Craig Blue Air did. It's just not adhering. Ugh, now it's too thick. God. The only thing to do is keep going back at it. Oh, that's going to look like shit. I know some people would just say, well, strip it and use a different primer next time. It's like, well, I mean, that'd be fine if this was 100% for nothing but leisure, but we have a little competition going here, and there is a time frame to work from. That's going to take a year to dry. This sucks. I'm unhappy with this. Crap. See, this right here is why these aren't instructional videos and merely playtime videos. We're goofing off. We're trying to have some fun painting. I mean, I already know Andrew's going to win this, no matter who judges it. Ugh. Look at that. It doesn't adhere, like, at all. Look at that. Nothing. It's just not, it's not taking hold. Ugh. That's damn disappointing. I'm going to need both days this week for the goddamn weapons. I have to spend a lot of time Saturday and Sunday on these. Be ready for many multiple hour streams, kids. God. It's like when a Sharpie starts to run out of juice. Ugh. God, this one's even worse. What happened? It's a good thing this is black, because... Oh, look at that. Excuse me. It's a good thing this is black, because nothing else would cover up properly, even with multiple layers. Ah, boy. This one's way close to the face. That's going to be interesting. I'm not going to do the faces on the model. That's just ridiculous. You just have to let it dry and go back. I don't understand it, because this worked properly. This exact same can coated about 15 fucking Sisters of Battle. And it didn't do this. Oop, lost water skis. Somebody got chowed. I watched a video at lunch today just for putting final touches on Primaris Ultramarines. They didn't really give me anything I wasn't already going to do. So I don't consider that cheating. Nobody said we couldn't use templates. Nobody said we couldn't use anything we came across. I saw one of the coolest YouTube videos today. I saw an operatic singing coach react to Painkiller at Judas Priest, 1990. It was amazing. She was blown away. There was nothing she could do. She couldn't handle it. Okay, so that's red. That's lead belcher. Okay. We'll let those things dry. And we'll get into some red and some lead belcher on the weapons. And then we'll have to go back again. I still don't have enough light here. They were having a wonderful time. One moment, and the next, they're dead. Alright, can I go now? Oh, Miss Amity's kind of hot. Of course, she's 65 now. She might still be hot. I don't know. Nobody's watching this, so I'm going to say what I want. Come on, just fucking around. Believe me, the last person I think is hot is me, so don't go fucking losing your shit on me. Oh, yeah, it's the same put-upon deputy from the last time. A little bit of red on the old palette. Holy crap, the shark just pulled the police boat like 500 yards. Alright, let's thin that down a bit. That should be cool. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Right. Let's see what we can do. Maybe some precision shit here. That's a fine attitude. We're out here looking for the shark. Let's get out of here before we find something. Thanks, guys. Your civic mindedness is really gonna save the fucking day. Is my head? No, my head's not in the way. Oh, I kind of filled in those serrations there. That's not good. Now I'm going to use my other good brush for this. This will be precision enough where I'd prefer it tighter. Right, the Coast Guard says keep out, so what do the horny kids do? Chase each other out onto the beach. One of them's going to go in the water, somebody's going to yell, and then one of them's going to die. The thing about Jaws is, oh shit, what did they find? Whoa, a dead orca. Oh my god. How did nobody notice all those seagulls floating around and that huge stench? How did nobody notice that? It's ridiculous. Only in horror movies. Well, we have to have a surprise. How about a giant disemboweled, half-eaten orca on the other side of the dune, covered by seagulls? This primer is bullshit. Maybe I did it when it was too moist in the air. It hasn't been a factor before. Oh man, that ejector port is some serious high precision shit. That'll do. Oh, this model's a little different. This model of bolter, that is. The ejection port's still a pain in the ass. Although I've seen several times where they say this shit is caseless, so there shouldn't be an ejection port. I did a kind of half-assed inventory on my Space Marines, who are all ultras, by the way, just for consistency's sake. And it turns out I'm about halfway to an entire goddamn company, if you discount the, vehicles. I have apothecaries, I have captains, I have lieutenants. Anything can be a sergeant. I've got all the things from this box set. I've got somewhere over 60 Marines here. Oh, I hear that John Williams music, which I can't even hum, or YouTube will tell me that it has to give all my money to John Williams. Actually, with John Williams' luck, I'll probably give it all to Warner Brothers or whoever the fuck distributed this. I don't know who made this. Paramount? 20th Century? I don't know. Who made Jaws 2? Alright, I mean, Jaws 2, you can kind of... It's so dumb. You can kind of see where they were going with, alright, well, there's a lot of fish in the ocean. And a great white shark could come up to a given island used to mimic Martha's Vineyard twice in any given person's lifetime. That might happen. That could. But 3? Are you really expect us to 3? You made 3 fucking movies of this? And Roy Scheider wasn't even on board with the third one, I don't think, right? Now see, I watched that opera coach react to Painkiller. And now a song I'd never heard till today is stuck in my head. Alright, not so bad. Not so bad. See, I don't know what I'm messing up here. I keep trying to fill the belly of the brush like they tell you. And it never seems to do it the way they do it. Yada yada yada. Can't wait for that music. 6 down. Oh. Okay, let's see. You know, I didn't properly plan out the plasma guns. I'll just have to wing it. It's pretty much just the housing, the main housing. Boy, this one's not easy, pal. Oh my god. Before work today, I stumbled across a video from Twitter. Not really from Twitter, but the link was on Twitter. At Ed fucking Brubaker talking his comic history and shit. What? Oh, I see. Jesus. Talking about his comic history and stuff with Kevin Smith. Now, Kevin Smith and I had a little falling out a few years ago. He got a little full of himself, and he made some really crappy movies. And, I mean, just seriously, how much worse could Red State have been? It's fucking terrible. I mean, I happen to agree, but the whole Republicans are bad. I mean, that's just, you were a little on the nose with everything there, Kev. A little on the nose. There's commentary and there's satire and there's parody and there's whatever the fuck Red State was. But anyway, he actually shut his gigantic weed hole long enough for Ed Brubaker to actually get out some really amazing stuff. It kind of breaks my heart as a comic fan that the creators of the stories that are being mined so effectively to be put on screen are getting treated so poorly. I mean, can you imagine creating something, right? And then somebody puts it on a theater screen and it literally makes $1 billion. It literally makes $1 billion. Something you wrote and a pal of yours drew, and it cost the reading public $2.99 to purchase. And then they take it to a theater, and it makes $1 billion. Ooh, there's some booty. Longingly photographed as well. That's just... Come on, man. Could you have lingered on that much longer? I mean... But anyway, he noted that when an executive at Marvel finally decided to give him a thank you gratuity, not even a royalty, because that's not in the contract, that's not what he signed up for when he was writing Cap all those years. A gratuity is like, you did a great job, here's a few more bucks. He said it wasn't even a month's pay. Now let's think about that for a minute. My month's pay, I would take an extra month. I'm in a position where an extra month of pay would really fucking do me a good deal. But while he's not rich, Ed Brubaker felt that it was so little in proportion to the income created by his Winter Soldier story that he actually refused the check. You know, can you fucking leave that? Now, I'm not saying he shouldn't have. That's an ethical and personal moral quandary, and he analyzed it and made his own personal decision on that. And I'm happy to respect that. However, personally, I would have cashed the check first and then spit in the guy's fucking face. Oh, can't have it back now. I just spent your pittance on hookers and blow. Fuck off. Oh man, I missed another fucking burr. God damn. I did not do a good job with this shit, huh? Right on the end of the fucking barrel, too. How do you miss that? And how did I only notice it now? It's been 2.5 weeks of this shit. Anyhow. So it's only Tuesday, and I've already sold $180 worth of comic books from the absolute garbage I'm trying to get rid of out of my house. Well, let's be fair. Some of it was bought for speculation. Some of it was bought specifically to sell later. But the majority of it is stuff I've read and thought, man, I'm never reading this crap again. And if I can get a couple of bucks out of it after shipping, I'm happy to do that. But, my God, somebody bought Avenging Spider-Man 9, the first appearance of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. Not even her first appearance, because that's from the 70s. That's from way back when she was Miss Marvel. Now she's Captain Marvel, and suddenly it's worth $120 because there's a fucking movie. But you know what? It wasn't even slabbed. It wasn't even slabbed. I got it from Discount Comic Book Services for probably $239. So I've made like $1,500 profit, 1,500% profit on this shit. That's ridiculous. All right. So that's the red. Let's let that dry. We'll go do the lead belcher on the rest of the casings. And I'll figure out what to do. Figure out what to do with the plasma stuff later. Alright, I need kind of a precision one here. It's actually a really good point on that nasty ass fucking thing. I'll try this. Oh, Roy, you should have known that was just bluefish. I mean, bluefish don't really run in the day. Not in a school like that. Not that close to the surface. And his son comes up. But Dad, you're a lunatic. Oh man, you ruined our day at the beach, asshole. Not storm host, lead belcher. Lead belcher. Everyone walks away looking at Brody like he's a fucking asshole, and it's just like, if that was a shark, you'd be sucking my dick because you were so happy you didn't die. Now it's bluefish and you think I'm a fucking lunatic. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens next week when your fucking kids get eaten, asshole. Lead belcher. The belcher of lead. Thin it down just the teeniest bits. I think this will probably work. Amity Man of the Year, 1975. When you saved us all from the shark. We know you were just trying to save us from a shark this year, but fuck you. You scared us and we got off the beach. Oh man. This thing's taking the lead belcher even less well than it was taking the black. God. Terrible. Well, this isn't going to work very well. That's going to need another coat. God. You know, the Mephiston Red took quite nicely for the most part. But I guess it's up to the paint itself. The black didn't work out. The red was fine. The lead belcher's not working. Oh my god. Andrew, what did you use for your primer? I don't see you complaining about stupid shit like this. Wow, it's just not taking it. I can't answer texts right now. I notice if the primer's too smooth, it doesn't absorb, but if it's kind of rough, it plops right in. Ugh. It's going to take all friggin' week. Yeah, see, it was a little rougher on this one, so it's taking okay. Can't take texts. Well, I can, but I'm trying to concentrate, man. Well, at least the next coat will be... The next coat will be working on itself. So, I mean, that should be a lot easier. I've seen a lot of people say that car primer works really well. And it's super duper cheap. So I think next time I get a spray can, because I refuse to say the phrase rattle can, because it just sounds like some old 50s slang from a fucking body shop, which I'll bet it is. But I mean, I'm not from the 50s. I don't work in a fucking bottle shop. It's a spray can. Body shop. Yeah, the old rattle can. Slang is terrible. We should all, like, totally avoid it at all fucking times. Swearing's fine. You can swear all the fuck you want. Slang should go the way of the dodo. No, way of the dodo is not slang. Shitballs. Crap. It's going to take a lot of work to fix. I just had this little scenario in my head from what I thought I heard on screen, which I have to play too low or get a copyright strike. I imagine Roy Scheider was a lot like my dad, and now this movie is several years on in the 70s. I imagine his deputy was swearing, and it was actually Roy Scheider going, "I don't like that fucking language." Because that's totally my dad, man. He'll talk about anything in the universe, but he won't swear about it. I never heard him say fuck in anger. Okay, now you're just deliberately trying to distract me. Oh, Vallejo primer. $12? That's actually $2 more than the Army painter I just got. Oh, so smooth primer is bad, huh? Okay. I didn't know that shit. See, I'm learning. I'm not only making great art, but I'm learning how to make great art. Haha. That explains a lot of why all that silver on my sister's always looks rough. Alright, now I got this guy's arm to do as well. Because he is a cyborg. He has enhancements. Prosthetic enhancements. Hello. Get in there. Ran out of lead belcher. Some over there. On the medium dry palette, it's not terribly wet right now. I should have put more water in it. It's good enough tip. I have to correct all this with red again. That's alright, because it needs another slap coat anyway. Alright, and this very tip on the plasma, I'm going to do... No, I should do it now. That's going to have that heat effect, but it has to have the base of the lead belcher first before you throw the copper and the black on. Actually, I've seen some people use gold, but having seen how very, very hot metal operates in the machine shop, I prefer the look of the copper. Not bronze, like Hachette copper. Yeah. Ugh, I have to go back over that now, too. God, I get the people of Amity are like an aquatic race, but they're obsessed with going in the fucking water, even though they know something's going to chew their ass up. Yep, the pretty girls show up and the jock pushes away his ugly, douchey friend and tells them to get on board. Problem is, they're not going to get le petit mort. They're going to get le grand mort. Because they're going to get et. They're going to get et the fuck up. As my drill sergeant would say, they're going to get ate up like a soup sandwich. Remember, anybody else remember the phrase ate up? You didn't use it after basic, did you? You know why? Because that's a stupid fucking phrase. Ate up. Not eaten up. And even eaten up doesn't mean anything. That's just a dumb phrase. But ate up. That shit's ate up. Because drill sergeants are not born so much as hatched, and they are hatched in the South, fully formed. Trying to think of a suitable joke for how drill sergeants are hatched fully formed. Fully formed from the feces of generals and better men. How about that? I don't know. I'm not that creative. I'm going to have to go back in here with a much higher precision brush. In case anyone's wondering, and I note they're not, my sinuses are much better. I can sleep largely through the night now without feeling like I'm going to fucking suffocate. But they're very drippy today. They've been drippy for 2 solid weeks, but man, today's really bad. Well, that was easy. One more section. And then I can go back to the swords and fix those. They introduced a new melee-only battle sister the other day. And, yeah, can't wait to get her. Although, honestly, seems a little too melee, if you feel me. I mean, the Holy Triumvirate is Bolter, Melta, Flamer. And all she's got is a shield and a fucking polearm. And I'm like, alright, I guess if you want a dedicated melee, but why aren't Repentia good enough for that? I mean, aren't they the gold standard for a fucking Sisters army to get them out to the field and go in there and start chopping shit up? I mean, they're in every goddamn battle report I see. They must be good for something. What do we need a melee-only sister for? Seems excessive. Alright, back to the swords. Alright, I guess that looks okay. Nope, he doesn't have a sword. He doesn't have a sword. This guy's got a sword. Oh, that took it much better. Strangely enough, a base of black, topped by black, works pretty well. That one's going to need a third coat. So is this one. Sorry, I'm trying really hard not to do this, but it doesn't help that I'm leaning down and gravity is taking care of most of the job here. So was it last night? 2 nights ago? Can't remember. Maybe it was Sunday. I watched Anna and the Apocalypse, which is a zombie musical that isn't much for zombies and isn't much for musical. Now, I love zombie flicks, and I have absolutely nothing against... Whoop, I'm missing that. I have absolutely nothing against musicals of any sort. But every time they put on a song, it just went on and on and on and on. It was just way too repetitive. And I kept thinking, about cinema sins and two of their most famous lines. Movie has time for this, and this goes on for some time. Kids making out on the stupid sailboat, hoping they don't have to die, not thinking about dying. And there's the shark. He's going to eat up. He's going to eat everybody up. Oh shit, she let her hair down to look sexy. It's over. Blam! There it goes. They're dead. It's so easy. Shit writes itself, really. Yeah, these are all gonna need third coats. But I'll get there. You watch. Everything will be all right. That one might not, actually. Old Eddie gonna die. I don't know why you're encouraging him to move faster. When I went to the Virgin Islands, and I was told that there were barracuda and other interesting things in the water, and just not to fucking panic if I saw one while scuba or snorkeling. My pal's father said, "There's nothing to worry about. If he's over there, he's over there. He's not really interested in you because he can't eat all of you. And he knows he's faster than you." So that's been my philosophy. Unless it's coming right at you. Oh my god, it's coming right for us. You got nothing to worry about. 20 points to who can ever tell me that, "Oh my god, he's coming right for us" reference. No, I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to guess it in the YouTube comments. Because I'm not looking at the chat. I'm busy. Jesus, Ben, I said I'm busy. Busy. Gus Van Zandt, ladies and gentlemen. Another 40 if you can tell me where that reference came from. Okay. The black's good for now. Let's go back to the red. Air bubbles in the blood. Like a paramedic wouldn't say the bends. Come on, man. They're an aquatic community. They know what the bends are. Don't be stupid. Alright, second coat of red. Gonna correct some things. Gonna punch it up a bit. That might be a bit much. Ah, shit, I missed parts of this with the lead belcher. Damn it. That'll do. What else is there to talk about? I got a weird bit of mail today. Not even an email. Like, junk mail. From, like, an assisted care living home. I'm not even fucking 50, for God's sake. That's another 4 months away. I sat there reading it. Reading this brochure for this wonderful assisted living. And, Jesus Christ, they didn't do any research about me beyond my age. Because they're like, for as low as $2,600 a month. And I'm like, motherfucker, I don't even make that, bitch. What makes you think that I would ever choose something near death that I couldn't afford at my highest earning capacity in life? Must be out your goddamn mind. Just wish a fist in red dried more brightly. It looks wonderful when it's wet, and I want that wet look to stay. But it gets so dark and matte when it's done. You know, I did a tiny little shout out to Age of Squigmar there, asking him if he judged this stuff. It wasn't really a direct request. It was more like a, hey, wouldn't it be awesome if tag Age of Squidmar would judge this? And I gotta figure he's busy as fuck, but he hasn't answered this yet. Oh God, more screaming. Who's dead now? Well, I figured as much. You know, but I don't really pay attention to too many others. Hey, what do you think? Uncle Adam, maybe? Tabletop Warriors, or whatever he calls himself. I've gotten some useful tips out of his videos before. People are getting shot. Nope, I guess not. Damn sharks, man. Can't fuck with them. You know, I'm not even paying attention, and I can already tell that this thing does not have a tenth of the wit, character, suspense, or horror of the original. There's sometimes, there are many times when sequels exceed the original. This is not one of them. I mean, I could tell that just by the way everyone was fucking with Brody. Oh, you're a lunatic. You shot a weapon at the beach. I was trying to save your fucking life, asshole. You know, I've wanted to talk some more, but this is high precision shit. That's why I need that music from Dennis. Give you something to listen to, you know. Ah, fuck beans. Now I gotta correct that with silver again. Lead belcha. Do, 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 do. Ah, ha, ha. Last one and back to silver. Lead belcha. God damn it. These stupid plasma pistols are going to be the death of me. Holy crap, it's been an hour and a half. Oh my god. What the fuck time is it? Holy shit, it's 8 o'clock. I guess I'll do, damn. I really don't know what color Necrons bleed. I don't think they bleed at all. In the Indomitus trailer, they just spark. I mean, they've placed chainswords straight through them, and nothing comes out. It's just sparks. So I think they're like completely robot, just infused with the barest essence of a soul, unless they're a leader. So that was a good question. I don't think they bleed at all, in the conventional sense. There's not enough of that on there. This pot of lead belcher has seen me through the vast majority of an entire Necron squad and leadership. Just thin that down a little bit. Are you really going to tell me that the shark is going to attack a helicopter? Is that what you're telling me? Why is the pilot getting out? I'm telling you, a lot of weird shit happens in horror movies. Wait, this idiot's gonna tow all those sailboats and catamarans and shit with a helicopter? Are you out your goddamn mind? What a dumb concept. Sorry, fellas, but that's just beyond ridiculous. Alright, let's try this again. I think there's some of these I'm going to have to hide in the background on parade, like those retarded privates that can never get their fucking ribbons straight. Put them in the back. Sergeant will never see them. You know, the first time I ever talked to a captain was in basic. He was inspecting us after we learned the manual of arms. And I finished my 6 points or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know, it was 30 years ago. And he says, "Private Hunter, do you like being in 2nd platoon?" Naturally, I said, "Yes, sir, very much." And he looks down at a weapon, looks up at me, gives me a little smirk, and says, "I wonder why." And I feel that that was the level of sarcasm of course you do, look at you go, you're awesome. And not the level of sarcasm like, Jesus Christ, you guys suck. So a couple of these guys, yeah, they're going to be in the background. They're going to be back where those fools can't judge them. Oh no, this is a matter of public record. They'll know what I just thought. Oh no! No, they won't. Nobody will care. No one is going to judge this but ourselves. Actually, the majority of the lead belcher on these is actually looking pretty good. I was a tad worried for a minute there, but it seems to be working okay. This thing won't keep its tip though. There are some inconsistencies here that will be easily cleaned up when I get the panel lines done. You know, initially I made fun of the May 5th time frame, but the more I go back through this, the more I think I'm probably going to need every friggin' second. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to read some more of Rick Remender's Scumbag tonight, which is a smashing book with a weird-ass premise. Which, you know what? It's Rick fucking Remender. So, there was no way around having a weird fucking premise. It's about the world's worst piece of human trash junkie who stumbles upon a formula which is very specifically engineered that when he has the purest, noblest thoughts, he is permitted the use of superpowers and is on his initial outing. Shit, fuck. He has to save New York City from a bomb. But since he's the world's worst junkie, sex addict, fucking piece of trash, he asks for a reward for this. He asks for a suitcase full of drugs of all sorts. He asks for I think he said, quote, the newest, most advanced sex doll. Something like that. He demanded a sex doll. It was like one of those high-end ones, I think he said. And a flying rocket car in the shape of a 78 Trans Am. The organization charged with supervising him, now that he's got these superpowers, grants him all this. And he finds the bomb. And instead of sending it into space or something useful like that, he essentially wishes it into the old bar he used to go to, killing everyone there. And I guess Remender plays it off by saying the most noble thing any of those people in that bar could have expected was the noble death of taking the hit for the entire city of New York. And I guess if you're stuck with a city-destroying bomb, and not many ways of disposing of it, killing a bar of notorious scumbags in a fictional setting is probably not the worst way you could handle the situation, I suppose. I'm no moral philosopher. There might be something else to cover there. It definitely takes the Lockean utilitarian route, though. Sacrifice the scumbags for the good part of society. It's something he did on a whim because he was rushed, but it's something I might think of if I had enough time and enough grudges against enough scumbags. And said scumbags, we're all in the same convenient location at the moment. Possibly. I mean, I'm sure it seems heartless, but things have to be done in the real world, you know? Shit, come on, man. Ugh. Okay, kids, I think that's enough for one night. You know, an hour and a half plus is doing my shoulder in just a little bit. So I think we're going to call it a night. I'll be back again tomorrow, where I'll finish off weapons. I'll start thinking about shading various things. Then I'll start re-highlighting some stuff. And, yeah, probably finish off the blade, the teeth on the chainswords. So, having established all that, please reference the beginning of the stream and go see all the other social media where you see plenty of other stuff about this challenge. Be sure to monitor hashtag IC2C and Indomitus Challenge. And come visit us on Instagram and Twitter and see what we got to say.